Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Oo, wala ako sa usual kong lungga. Nandito ako ngayon guys sa Toronto, no? Just spending the long weekend here. But anyway, okay, maganda ang ating topic in this episode. Remember, a while back, nung paupo pa lang si US President Donald Trump, we were talking about yung ine-expect na pagdami ng mga illegal immigrants from the US crossing to Canada pag naupo na si Donald Trump. So, nangyari naman yun, pagkaupo niya, I think weeks later or a month later, lalo na dahil nakita niyo yung nangyaring mass deportations early on, no? There were reports rather, of illegals crossing from the US to Canada, or at least trying to cross from the US to Canada. So obviously, pag pinag-uusapan yon, these are people with no status, or siguro vulnerable talaga to getting deported, problematic ang kanilang status, whatever. Pero ngayon, okay, we are seeing reports that American citizens, hindi lang po yung mga walang status o may criminal background, yan yung mga pinag-iinitan ngayon sa US. Yung may mga valid status, professionals are now thinking about moving to Canada. There has been a growing number, ayan sabi dito sa report na ipapakita ko sa inyo, growing number of American citizens now thinking about acquiring Canadian citizenship. Okay? So this time around, it's not because of fears of deportation, it's more of their sentiments about the political climate in the US. Yan po ang natutulak silang sa kanilang mag-isip na naku, magkano na lang kaya tayo. So anyway, unahin natin itong article na ito. Yan. Not feeling safe, growing number of Americans seeking Canadian citizenship. And later on, guys, pag-uusapan natin how Canada is taking advantage of these reports. Sige, mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan. But for now, ito na nga. Growing number of Americans seeking Canadian citizenship. This article started out with members of the LGBT community from the US na gustong lumipat ng Canada. Okay? Because I don't know guys if you are familiar, pero meron po kasing mga policies si US President Donald Trump that are perceived to be, to be anti-diversity? Mga ganun. Okay? So ayun, sige, pag-usapan natin to. Sabi dito, a growing number of Americans with family ties to Canada are seeking to reclaim Canadian citizenship, spurred in part by shifting political and social conditions in the United States. So, ito rin yung may mga kamag-anak dito sa Canada, kasi po, meron po silang mas madaling pathway to regaining or reacquiring Canadian citizenship pala, Yung mga nanay siguro na nandito sa US o mga lolo-lola nga tulad ng sinabi dito. And immigration lawyers are saying they've seen an increased interest from individuals who have Canadian parents or grandparents and are now looking to make the move north. Ayan. O, kasama nga daw po sa mga nag-a-apply ngayon ay members ng LGBT community who are expressing concerns about rollback of rights and protections, as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion policies doon sa US. Sabi ng immigration lawyer na in-interview nila, some people are very uncomfortable with the direction things are going in the US, and they're not feeling safe with the increasing powers of the Trump administration, especially the clampdowns on certain areas of study. Baka meron po tayong nanonood, na mga kababayan dyan sa US, let me know. Put them down there in the comment section kung meron po kayo mga experiences or stories maybe na mga kakilala ninyo o ninyo mismo. Put them down there in the comment section. So, ayun. Okay. Ito, meron po palang parang policy for lost Canadians kung tawagin. Ito nga po yung merong family ties in Canada. Mas madali po pala silang maka-acquire ng Canadian citizenship. But it is not just limited to those in the LGBT community, guys, sabi dito, people seeking Canadian citizenship from the US are not limited to one age group or socio-economic class. Sabi nung isang immigration consultant din dito, immigration lawyer rather, madalas naman daw talaga na tuwing may election sa US, dumadami yung sentimento na naman o yung mga nagsasabi ng mga Americans na, nako, lilipat na akong Canada pag nanalo yung ayaw nilang manalo. So it's a common thing that happens. But this time around, there's a difference daw na napapansin ang mga immigration officials or immigration experts. Ayan. Sabi, usually, yung wave of inquiries tuwing magbabago ang administrasyon sa US daw, usually from old people who can afford to leave. Yan. Pero sabi nung isa dito, not this time. This time, we're seeing people from across the political spectrum, across socio-economic lines, and it's all about fear. People are running from culture wars, which include issues like, ayan, same-sex marriage rights, LGBTQ rights, and the general fear of what the future holds. It's a broad movement. Ayan, no? Sabi nung isa din, we've had everything from inquiries from people in their 60s and 70s to parents seeking to protect their children's future. Aba, there's a real fear for their safety or a discomfort with the current climate. Grabe, no? The people I'm talking to are making serious decisions. Some of them are saying, as soon as I get my Canadian passport, I'm out of here. So sabi, it's a level of seriousness I've never seen before. This is a different article naman. Move on tayo sa sunod. From Global News naman, sabi dito, 100 calls per month. Why US doctors are looking to move to Canada. Nabasa ko na rin to several weeks ago. Tama, ito palang article na to, April 1. So, it appears American doctors, or a number of them, or a growing number of them, are now thinking about practicing in Canada. Naku po, good news yan sa Canada, alam niyo naman. Problematic din ang healthcare system dito, kulang siguro ng mga doktor, kulang ng nurses, kaya lagi pong in demand ng mga yan. Ang kakulangan ng mga healthcare professionals dito, ang dahilan kung bakit madalas po mahaba, matagal ang waiting sa mga emergency rooms at pagpapatingin sa mga specialist, ayan, lalo na sa mga probinsyang mas marami o mas malaki ang populasyon. So this is definitely good news for Canada if talagang may mga US doctors na lumipat dito. Sabi dito, as political tensions and healthcare layoffs roil the United States, a surge of American doctors appears to be looking north for new opportunities, and provinces and Canadian recruiters are taking notice. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, no? Meron din report akong i-share sa inyo na yung isang medical association dito, sinasabihin na yung gobyerno ng Canada, guys, let's take advantage of this growing sentiment from American doctors. Grab this opportunity now. Diba? Na parang habang nag-iisip sila na baka mas maganda sa Canada, i-attract natin sila, di ba? To help solve the healthcare system problem here. Okay. Sabi dito, with Canada's doctor shortage still growing, provinces and healthcare agencies are looking to tap into this interest, hoping to bring in more skilled professionals to help fill gaps in patient care. Ito na. Okay. So yung Medical Council of Canada, okay, it's an organization here. Sabi, the number of US medical graduates opening accounts on physiciansapply.ca, I assume this is a website na pwede ka mag-create ng account if interesado ka mag-practice dito, has risen, oh wow, 583%. 583% rise between October 2024 and March 2025. Wow, compared to the same period last year. Ang dami pala, no? Sabi, in addition, we have observed a slight increase in inquiries from US medical graduates to our service desk. O yun. And over the past 2 months, our agents have received approximately 100 calls per month from US-based locations, marking a 33% increase compared to September and October 2024. Oh wow, ang dami nun, di ba? Interesting. Naku, sana may mga matuloy, no, kahit pa paano makatulong man lang po dito sa healthcare problem in Canada. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, guys. So, ayan, from immigration.ca. Immigration changes urged as Canada eyes U.S. health talent exodus. So ano dapat gawin daw ng Canada according to this medical association? Kailangan padaliin ang proseso ng pagpapractice ng mga doktor dito sa Canada. Specifically for those who are already or have experience in the US. Okay? Because right now, it is seen as a barrier. Yung proseso daw ng pagiging doktor dito ng isang professional from a different country. Oh, at ang sabi dito pala, some provinces begin or have begun to roll out fast-tracking licensing. Oh, good pala, good. Tulad ng Ontario, British Columbia, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia have all launched fast-track licensing pathways for US-trained physicians. Oh my God, okay, naakala ko guys, yung Saskatchewan lang ang nabasa ko eh. Wala nga Saskatchewan dito, pero meron na rin palang easier pathway for US-trained physicians. Oh, nice. Okay. Latest lang pala tong Saskatchewan, ano. And Manitoba. Manitoba and Saskatchewan join the push. Ito po yung Saskatchewan, ano, papakita ko sa inyo. Ito naman, just last week, nag-announce po ang Saskatchewan ng American Physician Recruitment Campaign. O, diba? They're really taking advantage on what's happening in the US. Taking advantage of what's happening in the US. The government of Saskatchewan is kicking off a digital recruitment campaign today in partnership with the local healthcare recruitment agency, encouraging physicians from the US to consider practicing in Saskatchewan. O, di ba? Ano kayang ino-offer ng Saskatchewan? O, ito raw. We wanna showcase to Americans why Saskatchewan offers them a new direction by being an excellent choice for physicians who want to practice in a secure, stable, and supportive environment. Okay. Tignan natin how attractive the environment is here in Canada for medical practitioners. Kasi alam po halimbawa guys, sa mga nurse, mas maraming pumipili po sa US, halimbawa dahil mas malaki ang sweldo doon. I don't know how it is with doctors. Maybe some of you know, put them down there in the comment section. But I guess this is the time where we will see what Canada is willing to do to attract their much needed health workers, this time specifically from the US, di ba? Siguro, syempre, isang factor yan sa mga i-consider ng mga American physicians. Lipat ako, mas gusto ko political climate ng Canada, pero okay lang ba? Liliit din ang aking income. Diba? Well, those are things that they will weigh on a personal level. Diba? Personal preference na po nila. But anyway, yun lang naman po ang ating pag-uusapan in this episode. What do you think about this report? Well, it's sad for the American doctors. Diba? Nalulungkot po sila doon sa kanilang bansa, but for Canada, definitely this is again an opportunity, diba? And it's nice to see the provinces here taking advantage of this. Who knows? So that's it. I will end this episode here. I look forward to seeing your comments down there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!